Good morning. This is Janice from Machine to Fit again. I help people get started on sewing and sewing with the sewing machine. So today, I just want to share with you this video about making fabric. Still, I'm actually very excited about using up the scraps we have and making fabric out of it, so that with that fabric we can make items, right? So today I'm actually sharing with y'all about making fabric out of small pieces of scraps that we have like this. Sometimes we have small. Most of the time when we have this kind of small pieces, we will throw them away. But today I'm showing you how we can make fabrics like this. This is and I give it my own name, okay? I call it Jumble Tumble. It's because it's really very mixed up and jumbled together, right? So I call it Jumble Tumble Fabric. So, and they are made out of small pieces like that, right? So what you need is, to make this is you need what we'll call interfacing. I use an interfacing at the back. So there is what we call a foundation piece where we will lay all our small fabrics on top, and then we will sew them together. The video will show how you do that. So we have a foundation piece, which is interfacing. The interfacing is one side no glue, the other side got glue, right? So the glue side, we will put the little fabric like this on top, right? So, and I will show you. So this exercise, I will, I have to say that if you are doing my beginner's course with only the part 1, in fact, exercise 2, you will be able to make this already. And you'll be able to make fabric even small pieces like just now, that piece, yes, here. Small pieces like this, you can make small ones. You can also make big ones like this, right? As long as you cut your foundation piece, that means your interfacing piece, you cut it at the size that you want, and then you lay the small pieces on top, right? So I'm going to show you today. And also the other thing I want to also tell you, I also do some finer details on it where I use small strips like that and I zigzag it down to give it some extra details. And this one, yes, here, can you see this line? Here. Yes, here. Can see? Here. Cannot see. Here, yes. Here, right? These are actually thread that I spun together, and then actually I spun the thread with sewing machine, right? And then I sew it on it as well. And today I'm going to show you how to do that, right? So this is making the Jumble Tumble fabric with scraps pieces like this, small scraps, right, to make the Jumble Tumble fabric, right? And today I also want to tell you a little bit about what is happening now because of the MCO, in Malaysia we call it MCO, movement control order, right? And also all over the world because of the pandemic, right? We're actually short of sewing machine. Just in case you want to start off on your sewing journey, or even your daughter, you want to start off your daughter or your son on a sewing journey. For your information, actually boys can sew as well. Sewing is not a female thing. Let's not feel it that way. There are very good tailors and sewers out there who are men. Yeah. So let's not think that you can only teach this to your daughters, but sons, boys also can learn how to sew using the sewing machine. So now, just in case you want to start off your children, or you yourself want to start off your sewing journey, I just want to share with you that actually for the Juki sewing machine, at least from the from the supplier I work with, right? We are actually running short of the home sewing machine. Currently, previously I was promoting the 29Z sewing machine, and they are all now sold out. I don't even have one unit left. Even my demo unit is sold and no more, right? So now we only have what we call the Juki 355 series, which is a higher end machine from the 29 side, because this one you can actually you have a control to actually control the stitch size, yeah, not the stitch length, not only the stitch length. All machines are able to adjust stitch length, should be able to adjust stitch length. This one has an extra control, which is you are able to adjust your stitch size, right? It makes a difference when you're doing decorative stitches, right? So I have a very special offer now because I only have 3 units left, only 3 units, and the sewing machine plus my 6-part course, I'm giving you at a very, very special offer price in Malaysia, Klang Valley only, because I deliver and I commission. Because you are beginners, I'm focusing on beginners. You're beginners, you need help orientating to all the setup of the machine. So this is priced at 1480, 1480 Malaysian ringgit in the Klang Valley, Malaysia, right? I only have 3 units. This offer will last only as long as I still have these 3 units. Once it's sold, I will not be able to offer this anymore. And I'm not sure about sewing machine stock, because I won't be able to have any sewing machine that is at least the 355, yeah, unless we are going for the higher models, right? Sewing machine available. So my cost plus the sewing machine 6-part cost, which is suitable for children, is 1480. Please PM me, private message me, and in my Facebook post, you will also be able to see my WhatsApp number. You need to WhatsApp me to book your sewing machine, because I only have 3 units left, right? And that is all that I can offer at this moment, right? So do contact me as soon as possible. Just to show you, maybe I just share screen with you to show you the picture of the Juki 355. The Juki 355 machine. Yeah, can you see that? I hope you can see. This is the Juki 355 machine, and together with my course, it is 1480, right? I think it is a very, very good offer, which I don't think I will be able to do again, because when the new batch of the stock do come in, which because of the other countries, the manufacturing side and all the logistic shipping, all that coming in has some challenges. We are not able to bring in the machine so soon, and then when the new stock comes in, there will be new pricing involved, right? So so that is the 355 Juki, right? So now let me share screen again and share with you the tutorial to make the Jumble Tumble Fabric. So the interfacing, the glue side is facing up. This is the shining side. Here is no glue. Top side is glue, right? Because after we have sewn, we are going to iron, right? So we're going to use a lot of our sewing straight line method in this. That's why your exercise 1 in the basic course that you are starting off with, sewing the straight line, is very important. So this is quite a mindless kind of sewing, as in I don't even match my colors. I'm just going to
make sure that I cover up the whole sheet, right, with cloth, with no interfacing showing. So I'm going to just bring the two together and make sure that there is no hole in between. No interfacing showing. So I'm going to once more, right, align the presser foot to the edge of my interfacing and making sure that there is no hole showing. I'm going to put my presser foot down and needle down. So entirely up to you. I'm choosing my stitch length to be at 2.5. Right, so I'm going to sew. I will just show you the technique of it. I'm going to sew, making sure the presser foot is aligned. Here, I'm reaching the end of it. I just take another piece and right side facing up. You notice all my fabric is right side facing up. You see, this fabric, this is the wrong side. So right side facing up, and I am joining them together. So at the end, I'm going to use another piece. And you see, I'm using a narrow piece. It doesn't matter. I'm not even matching the color. So I need to put this fabric down. So I lift up my presser foot and fit under it. Because it's so narrow, I'm going to finish sewing very soon. I'm adding another color to it. So you see, I'm adding this odd shape with this. It's all right. So I'm adding to it and I'm going to sew. So I'm coming to the end again. What I want to make sure is that they are not same piece. I don't join the same piece together, right? So here, because there is a hole here, I will want to overlap, make sure there is no hole. I come underneath the presser foot, lift up the presser foot and put it down, right? So I'm sewing. Here, you see, you notice this piece, there is a cut here. So I will need to cover that up. I'm going to take another piece and cover that up. Presser foot down and still sewing with one presser foot distance. Right? So I'll take another color and maybe not dark color too. I'm just going to see whether I have used this. No, I'm going to match this here and sew through. Right? And I'm going to put this too. Because overlapping, I need to lift the presser foot. Right? So let me choose another color. So you see, this piece is like this, right? So I am going to cut a part of it to add. See whether I can cover, cannot cover. Maybe I take this bigger piece. See whether I can cover. Cannot cover. I want to cover this whole part here. Right? I want to cover this whole part here. So I am taking a bigger piece. See whether I can cover. Yes. So cover the whole part and I sew until the end. Okay. So now I'm at the end. I'm just going to turn. And I am going to next, my presser foot will align to the next line, just as our exercise 2, right? So I'm just going to go maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. And turn my presser foot to see whether I can align my presser foot now to this line. Oops, you see, I have gone over, right? So what I need to do is just back stitch 1 stitch. It doesn't matter. Go backwards 1 stitch, right? And see now whether my presser foot is matching. Yes, now my presser foot is lining on this line. So now my presser foot will go on the first sewing line, right? So here, let me see. Oh, here there is some gap. I'm not going to have some gap, so I'm going to put a piece here, a narrow piece here to have no gap. I notice there's a gap there. So I'm going to sew. So here there is a gap as well. So I'm going to take another piece. Here, this narrow piece to close up this small gap. Right? I want no gap. So see, I've sewed this down. So here, there is a gap. I put another piece there. Not a red. Yeah, I can even have such a big one, but I don't think I want such a big one. So what I'll do is I will cut some off. Right? It doesn't matter how it looks. Down and put this down. And I'm going to add it like that. You see? It's very jumbled up all over the place. Right? So it doesn't matter. I'm sewing another straight line. Okay? So when I'm sewing, I'm just checking to make sure that no holes. If there's hole, I'll just add another piece to cover it up. Right? So this one is like this. So the idea is covering up all the holes. Right? I'm coming to the end. So just now when I have four stitches, I go over, right? So let's see whether this side, if I go 3 stitches, okay, will I be able to align my presser foot to the next line? Yes. You see, my presser foot is now aligned to the second line, and I'm going to sew again. Another straight line. Right? There are no holes in these pieces, no issue. Let me reach some odd shapes one, and here I believe I can add another one in this corner to make sure that there is no hole, because there could be a hole there. So I'm going to add one small piece here just to make sure that there is no hole. Right? So I'm sewing and cross. And here still no hole, no problem. I can go. And let's see here. Yes, no problem. There is no hole. I am sewing down. Okay, once more, I'm going across. Let's see whether I am aligned. Yes, I am aligned, because now I know how many stitches I need to go so that this is aligned to the last sewn line. So I'm going again. Just make sure they are all down. Right here, there is a gap, so I need to put another piece. So I'm going to put this piece here. Right? I think you get the idea. So what we want to do is just cover up all the holes. Here, I could get another hole. So I'm going to add another piece here. When they overlap, it doesn't matter. So it just makes the fabric here. I have a hole, definitely need to add, right? So I'm adding this piece here to cover this hole. Right? So this is the process for me to use up all my scraps and my crumbs, small crumbs. Right? So next. So I'm going to go off camera to finish the sewing, and then I will show you my finished work. I think you get the idea, right? Make sure no holes, and we are just sewing the straight lines across. And we are making, you see, this is the fabric form, right? So this is my piece that I have put together. I cut out my base in a rectangular, my interfacing, and I sewed them all, covering all the holes. So this is the first piece. So this is the part that is flipping out. So I place the strip here to hold it down. So I already adjusted my stitch style to zigzag. And the stitch size or the stitch width is 7, the biggest. So, okay. I can turn it if I want. I can turn. That is blue there, I don't want. So I turn it back into the brown. Just blue, then it won't be noticeable, right? So let's have a look. I take it out for you to have a look at how it looks like. So I've added this strip there. And this will hold this flopping part. It was flopping just now, but because now I sew it down, it won't flip-flop so much. Right? So let's do another one. I want to use this this white thread, because my sewing machine thread is red, so it will be outstanding. So I will look for, right, just here maybe. Because it's red, the white can see, right? So I'll just go over it. Press the foot down. Oops. So I need to come back. Right? So I need to come back so that the thread will be held. I can sew it off. And there you have the thread on. So this was a strip, and this is the thread. You can put lace, you can put wool, and you use the zigzag stitch to tie it down.
Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you to be able to see how you actually, how I, not you, so how I actually created this, whereby I have the Jumble Tumble fabric made as a base. And then if on top of it, I'm still not happy enough, I want some more decor, I can actually use all these thin strips and use the zigzag stitches and go over. So that's why you see here on this, I have this dark blue one going across. And then I also have the thread going. This is a thread, right? And I use zigzag to add, actually, so then when you feel this fabric, it has some texture to it, right? So this is what you can do to make your own Jumble Tumble fabric. So if you ask me, wow, this fabric is so busy, it has so many colors on it, what can I do with it? So I want to show you what next week, right? I cut out, right, this fabric to make the petals for this flower. And it can be a corsage flower. If you're wearing a plain garment, you can actually put a safety pin behind, because this is felt. And then I can actually wear it as a decorative piece, right, on my garment, right? So this is one of the corsage flower I made. So next week, my video is on making this corsage flower, this one. This one I made with felt. Okay, so if you can do this, you can surely do this with no felt, right? So it's the same method. And next week, I'm going to show you how to make this corsage flower. With the, actually behind all these colors is felt, right? And that will be the tutorial for next Wednesday, right? Then after that, I will also show you how I make this. This is a floor mat using the Jumble Tumble fabric. Yes, and I make it into racks like this. These are racks. My floor mat is green color, so on this, it's a bit hard to capture. Yeah. So what I did was making it into rack. This is a floor mat, and it's a bigger piece, right? And I will also show you how I make this floor mat with the Jumble Tumble fabric, right? So tomorrow I will probably show you how to make this thread. Actually, I made with a few strands of thread together, and it's still using the sewing machine. So tomorrow I will show that a simple exercise, and I make that available to all of you so that you can also do up this thread if you want for your Jumble Tumble fabric. So I hope you enjoy this video, and please do give me a thumbs up. Oh, thank you. Someone gave me a thumbs up. And most important is you need to share this video so that more people are aware that there is such tutorial available, and it's on Facebook. It's free, so that there'll be more people who will know how to sew. Yes, and I have a beginner's course that's suitable even for children. Right? So I really thank you so much. I noticed there are 2 persons watching this live this live video at the moment, and someone gave me a thumbs up. Thank you so much, because that is an encouragement. I just want to make this available for more people. So please do share on your Facebook, share it to your friends, and then more people will know, right? So I'll see you. If you're available, you can come on tomorrow. I will share with you how to make that string, yeah, with the sewing machine, right? And next week I will be showing you how to do the corsage flower, right? So I wish you a very happy day ahead. For us here in Malaysia, we have moved on from the MCO to the CMCO, CMCO, less restriction, so we can actually go out more, and we're looking forward to meet our friends whom we have not been able to meet for so long. Yeah, so Have a nice day. Meet up your friends and get together again. And most important, do some sewing and share with me if you can, right? What you did, right? See you again. If you can, tomorrow. If not, next week, same time. See you again. Bye-bye.